Good evening, truck and tractor pool fans. Man, I got to tell you something. We got one hell of a party backstage right now. Yeah,
Hopefully they're all behaving themselves.
yeah, we got a couple new faces on tonight and a couple familiar faces. And Kendra, how are you this evening?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Awesome. We're gonna run. We got obviously this is a real special show for all of us tonight. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
anybody you know that's fighting obviously cancer, as you can see above my head there. Uh, we're gonna get into that shortly. Please find it in your heart to help this malicious disease and help Adam on his fight and others that we know that are also fighting this just mean
Horrible.
disease,
Yeah.
horrible, mean, life changing disease. And Adam is tough, and I figured, in the future, I always figure with him, we. It's a long story about how I knocked the thing into his eye one night at a pool, and we always thought that I'm looking at Claire laughing backstage, but it always become an EYEI, But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we got a little more serious situation, and Adam's in tremendously good spirits, which I knew he would be, and we're gonna dedicate the rest of the show as soon as we bust through some results and some upcoming events real quick. We're gonna turn it over to him, and we got a nice cast of people in here tonight, and
Yep.
it's good to see everybody. Some of them, like to say, are first timers, and it's gonna be fun. And we want to raise some money and all that stuff. We'll talk about here very shortly. Kendra, I'm gonna go ahead and cut you loose and
Okay.
see what
I
you got.
was like, wait, we didn't discuss who's going first.
and before any of Club Kendra starts, yes, she has a shirt on.
Yes,
Okay?
there is a shirt here. It's just the glare.
Yes.
I'm appropriate just this once. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said earlier, anything for Adam. No.
There you go. Now wait a minute.
Anything that's PG-13. How about that?
Okay, that's better.
All right, so let's just get started. I have the results for the Snyder County event that was held at Laurelton, Pennsylvania, better known as West End Fairgrounds in Union County. Just because of the rest of the show, we're only going to go over the top 5. Looks like they had 8 classes there on Saturday night, or I'm sorry, 7 classes there with a really good turnout in all of them. The first class that went that night was the 8026 diesel trucks. There was 18 in the class, and the top spot went to Brendan Fink out of Beavertown, Pennsylvania, with his 2014 Dodge at 294.55. Second place was Carson Stauffer with his 2008 Ford F-250 at 290.69. Third place was Justin Horst out of East Earl with his 2003 GMC at 283.03. Fourth place went to Kyler Zeckman with his 1994 Dodge Ram at 279.78. And fifth place went to Josh Bordus with his 2011 Dodge Ram at 279.26. The next class was the 12,000 enhanced farm class. 15 of them in the class, with the top spot going to Ty Brenninger. The comments just not becoming. Ty Brenninger with his IH 1466 at 269.95. Second place went to Caitlin Hauk with a Little Stinker 2 at 269.01. Third place went to Steve Mundrick with the Fat Boys Toy at 267.23. Fourth place went to Mason Sedal with the John Deere 6030 at 260.13. And fifth place went to Mike Corder with the Other Deer at 241.6. Third place was a really exciting class of the 8,000 Run What You Brung trucks. Two trucks that I know of that came in from pretty decent distance away. Taking the top spot, though, was Tom Hassler with the Twisted Addiction at 291.16. Second place. Oh, Sweeney. Don't make it so easy to pick on you so early in the show. Second place went to Mike Lepley with the Hostile at 282.23. And third place went to Johnny Waskob with the Decob Rollin' Coal Truck at 274.47. Fourth place went to Shane Fleck at 263.56. And finally, fifth place was Kim Freed with the Frogtown favorite at 209.67. Fourth class was the 10-5 hot stock Snyder County points class. First place went to Brad Kramer, the Fence Row Deer. I think that's the first points pool that Jeremy DeLuca hasn't won.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Somebody else took the win that Saturday night, Brad Kramer. Second place, though, was Jeremy DeLuca with the Sunset Smoker at 304.70. Third place went to Dennis Boop with the Black Stripe Addiction at 301.69. Fourth place went to Ray Belak with the Ragin' Red at 296.52. And fifth place went to Scott. Oh, this is a rough name. Trzowski. Yeah. Yep. With the Ford 9000 at 296.38. Next class is the 8,000 3.0 diesel truck class. 9 of them in the class. First place went to Philip Martin with the Dark Horse at 323.23. Second place went to Greg Walker with the Dreams Happen Dodge at 316.08. Third place went to Kervin Zimmerman with the Midnight Train at 314.11. Fourth place went to Matthew Horst with Pushing the Limit at 310.58. And fifth place went to Joe Hem with the Thunder Rolls truck at 298.87. Sixth class was the 8,500 Light Pro 9,300 Super Farm class. 7 of them in the class. Taking the top spot was Vern Zerby with the Dr. LZ at 329.15. Second place was Steve Beckley with the Up and Smoke John Deere at 325.44. Third place went to Rick Hauk with the Little Stinker at 292.38. Fourth place went to Matt Dersham with the Other Half Light Limited at 283.68. And fifth place went to Corey Eberhardt with the Gold Edition at 271.55. And finally, in the 10,000 open class, only 2 tractors were there, and one of which was a Light Pro, actually a Mod Turbo. And taking the win was Steve Beckley with the Up and Smoke John Deere at 306.25. And second place was Jeff Faust with the Case Pending Reinstated at 302.92. I did my part in flying through them.
No pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure. Any upcoming events for you guys?
No, East Coast. Interstate is off again until the 16th. But we will go ahead and plug that. The Franklin County Fair is happening starting right after July 4th holiday. Or no, I'm sorry. Starting on, I guess it would be July the 10th. And the tractor pulls are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. Monday is the mini rods and the small block trucks. Wednesday is all the antique stuff. And then Friday is the big interstate pull. So that's all we've got coming up.
Awesome. Okay. Well, this past Saturday night, we was looking to start out as a rain-soaked event in Pocomoke City, Maryland.
Oh, Speedy.
But, yeah. Anyway.
You just wait, buddy.
The radar broke up, and man, the sun come out, and we had a beautiful evening in Pocomoke City, Maryland. And we'll go ahead. I don't mean any pool or anybody any disrespect. We're just trying to make up time. I know I got a storm system rolling in here, and we got a lot we want to do with Adam and the crew. So anyway, and there's Club Kendra is checking in.
Yep, Club Kendra always shows up.
Absolutely. Good evening, David Kaufman. Tell everybody, tell your family, friends, like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up. It helps us grow with YouTube. And this is a good cause tonight. As soon as we get through these results and stuff, this is a big deal to Adam and all of us that know somebody going through cancer, and we want to raise some money and help them along their journey. So anyway, we started the evening with the 10,500-pound 466 hot farm tractors. And no surprise, taking the win was the Pack and Heat John Deere Ray Norris at 335.96. Number 2, local guy here, Paul Richardson, again with his Alice Chalmers called Venomous at 330.50. Third was local Nick Morrison with his Toxic IH at 322.50. Fourth was Jeff King with the High Cotton IH at 321.95. And fifth was Paul Richardson again on Dave Doherty's Buzzard Bait Oliver at 321.17. Sixth was Mike Moreland with a Digging Deep IH at 317.72. Ray Norris was 7th with his second entry, the well-armed John Deere at 295.81. And Kurt Collins with some, I'm just going to say teething pains, not picking on him or anything, with the Cornfield Cadillac at 130.17, rounded out the class. Limited Pro Stock Semis. Hank Oster is back. Hank Oster took the win with the Scrapper at 348.18. Second was Dave Greek with Pressure Time at 342.95. Third was Matt Hurst driving the Inconvenience Freightliner at 301.82. And Frank Fleming was fourth at 188.22 with the Old Mule. I'm going to try to beat Kendra, but we'll see. 6,200 pound, I'm probably out of order here, but 6,200 pound two-wheel drive trucks.
So you're out of order.
Okay, well then we'll do the East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4x4 trucks, because the pickle Norm Newswanger took the win once again.
How do you think I do?
At 336.40. Second was John Mans with his Crazy X Ford at 317.89. And third was Carl Ankiewicz with the Living on the Edge Dodge at 303.28. Next up was the modified two-wheel drive trucks. And taking the win was Steve Wilson with her Dirty Money, meaning he was driving for Crystal, as she is out of town with her daughter at, I believe, a volleyball tournament or something. But anyway, he took the win with her Dirty Money at 353.04. Second was Steve Wilson with his Running Bear, or just Running Bear, not his Running Bear, at 337.23. Third was Irv Clark with the Taz Toy at 331.93. Fourth was Darren Wilson with Dirty Money at 331.01. And Johnny Wynn with the Bad Attitude Chevy was fifth at 317.47. And rounding out the night, I'm going to beat you, Kendra. Rounding out the night was the Super Stock Pro Stock Tractors, and these boys are on a roll. Chris Hoyt, driving for his son, Corey, on stress case, took the win at 347.74 on the stress case. And second was Davey Moore with One More Deer at 346.74. It was a 1 foot finish between those two. That was pretty exciting. Third was Chris Hoyt with Nutcase at 344.21. Fourth was Davey Moore with More Agitation at 332.90. And fifth was Kevin Windsor Jr. at 327.92. And that was a wrap for Pocomoke City, Maryland. Decent crowd. I'm glad we had the weather, and track was pretty decent, and we hope to get to go back. So, upcoming events quick here. Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. We have 2 nights coming up. Let's see here. I got to dig everything up here. I wasn't prepared. Imagine that.
See, you're losing time now.
July 2nd at 7 p.m. July 2nd, 7 p.m. Super Stock Pro Stock Tractors. East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks. The Light Pro Tractors and Limited Pro Stock Semis will be Friday night, 7 o'clock start time. And Saturday night at 7 p.m. as well. Super Stock Pro Stock Tractors, Modified 4-wheel drive trucks, Light Pro Tractors, and Limited Pro Stock Semis. And then the following Saturday, July 10th, will be in Boonesboro, Maryland. We'll have the Super Stock Pro Stock Tractors, Modified Tractors, East Coast Diesel Pro Stock Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks, and the Limited Pro Stock Semis, and that is at 6 p.m. start time. Buck Motorsports Park. I apologize for flying through all this. And I'm going to try this real quick, okay?
Didn't the Saturday Shippensburg show change? I think the modifieds are there now instead of the mod 4x4 trucks.
My apologies. You are correct. The modified 4-wheel drive trucks were taken out of there, and they will be at La Plata, Maryland later in the month. Yes, modified tractors on Saturday night in place of the modified.
See, y'all, that's why I'm here.
Thank you. Yes, you're right. I'm just reading the schedule. Anyway, the Buck will host their 46th anniversary Independence Weekend Cash Bash Demolition Derby. Full-size cars, small cars, minivans, trucks, and more. And they will have the Providence Auto Spectacular Fireworks Display. And they will have a rain date of July 4th at 7 p.m. And my understanding is their fireworks show is pretty good. So and that is at Buck Motorsports Park, 7 p.m. Rain date, obviously, Sunday, July 4th. At 7 p.m. As we used to call it, the Grand Demolition Derby, but it is their 46. Wow, 46th anniversary. That's awesome for them guys. So I had a flyer, but I can't get it to pull up. So anyway, sorry we rushed through that, but we did good. We did it in less than 20 minutes, and we got some special stuff going on here tonight. As you can see behind over my head,
and all around us.
Yeah, and all around us. Hashtag mad about cancer. And anybody, I'm going to talk now before they all get in here and talk over top of one another. That knows anything about truck and tractor pulling as far as photography goes. He's been a big help to me the last few years, and it's tough. It's tough to get through this stuff here. But Adam Draudt, I know you know the name. It's NTPA, Lucas Oil. I think he's a past president of ESP, Empire State Pullers, and just does a lot for the sport of truck and tractor pulling I'd say, I'm just going to throw like 8 to 10 years, maybe more. Probably has been more, but we've had him on before, and he's up against the big fight here, and we put this show together just to try to hopefully we get some more people in here. We've been trying to share it on social media, and the link shared, and I'll be sharing it throughout the evening here on our chat. Please, $1 is $1. $1 means everything. If it's $1, $100, $10, we don't care. Adam is determined to raise money to beat this thing, and it's going to be a big fight. And if anybody's strong enough to do it, it's Adam Draudt. So, he's helped me out, and this is the least I can do for him. And we hope that he progresses well as others we know. So I'm going to start bringing them in one by one. We'll save the grand star for last. But
grand star.
Yeah, you can. I see him backstage rolling his eyes, Joe. But first and foremost, we all know the next guy coming in is this is Mike Walker. We use Mike a lot for stuff. Mike, at Toma, anything special about Toma? I know they rained out a couple sessions, but
that was about it. It was a lot of rain, and they got in. I think they got in Friday, or was it Saturday? I think it was Friday. They got in all the sessions.
Yeah, Friday.
And I think they started on Thursday, and then the rain shut them down. Other than that, they got a lot of rain.
Yeah, that's a shame. But Mike, everybody's familiar with Mike. We got a couple new faces coming on here. I was getting ready to bring the next one on, but she disappeared. So
again,
she disappeared again. There she is. Okay, we're going to bring on Joan Keene. Joan Keene has been filming for me, and we've been awesome buds for years. And there's that squirrel again.
I'll say she must be close to Andy again.
You must be close to Andy again.
Well, no, he actually took the phone back to the bedroom, and it was fine. Then all of a sudden, it started again. So I don't know what it is.
We apologize for that little flicker in the background. It's no big deal. It's not that annoying. So, but how's Joan?
Yeah, right.
It's not that annoying.
That's nice that the family gets along so well.
Yeah, it's a real dysfunctional family.
Now that we've been thrown to the wall here, let's go. We got another special guest. This guy was around a lot, also a photographer in the sport of truck and tractor pulling. He has since moved away and thrown us all in the dump and don't talk to us anymore, but I'm just kidding. But we want to bring on Claire Linky. I know, he's just going to go by Alki fan tonight, but I know people remember Claire Linky. So,
how are you doing, everybody?
How are you, Claire?
Doing good tonight. How are you doing?
How's the Wild South?
Good.
Just breathe deep. You'll be okay. It's real simple.
He's not much one for talking.
Nah, it's going good.
Well, I'm glad to see you put a hat on. So
I put it just for you.
And it's storming.
No, you put it on to keep Mike quiet.
Yeah, that too.
Right. So anyway, and I guess we'll go ahead here. It's 8:22. I guess we better get the this guy. Usually it's no big deal, We'll just bring him on. And
yeah.
But you know what? I want us all to come together and let's raise some money for this guy tonight. Let's do it. I mean, you got plenty of time. It don't have to be tonight during the show. Just because we're going to keep on sharing. I know they just about met their goal, but that ain't enough. I want him to go. I want Adam to be over the top with this thing.
Let's make him set a new goal.
Let's set a new goal, and God bless his brother Daniel for doing the bike ride. Adam Draudt, buddy.
The man of the hour.
Man of the hour. There you go.
Now I got my JR protection on.
Yeah, right.
Ah, I understand that.
There you go.
Hi, Andy. That's Andy Keene in the background there with Joan. That's
He's
Andy.
trying to get the Seinfeld jingle down. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, that's we'll just call him the happy hooker. So, but Andy hooks a lot of events for East Coast Pro Pulling and the bigger Lucas Oil events at times too. So, but anyway, Adam, man, it's good to see you looking good and smiling and happy right now.
Oh yeah, we're doing good. It's amazing. I mean, we'll talk a lot more about it, but just how everything's progressed, here in the last couple of weeks has been. We're real happy with the way everything's going. Real happy. So, no, it's definitely cool. We appreciate you having us on. Trying to raise a little bit money. For the bike ride that my brother reached out to me to do. We weren't really even going to post anything online. We were just going to kind of go through the battle alone and kind of do what we wanted to do. And, that was it. But, I think hindsight, that might have been the wrong way to approach everything because the outreach and support, from everybody that we've had lately, we're only 2 weeks into this the Ride for Roswell deal. If anybody doesn't know, Roswell is a cancer institute up here in Buffalo, New York, one of the top hospitals in the country, if not one in the world. So there's really no place that I'd rather be. They gave me a couple different options to go, and I said, that's where I'm going.
Right.
As growing up in Roswell and you're hearing about the cancer, and it's one of them things, it'll never happen to me. You just kind of get that attitude or whatever. And when you do, finally realize that, you got a hell of a battle up ahead of you, everybody's just stepped up. My family, Missy, it's really overwhelming, when you really think about it. I can't say enough, about everybody, just being there, being supportive and, family first and foremost, but then you have a whole another extended family that, you don't see all the time. I mean, everything from, on my family side, my mom's, I mean, they're into biking and stuff like that, motorcycles. So they go up and do a couple runs a year, rallies and crap. And, they donated a bunch for us. So we're thrilled with that. Real happy with, a bunch of them have reached out to us. So it's really cool. Just, you see an extended family from one side, you see an extended family, the tractor pull family. I mean, you were pretty darn close when you said 10 years. Yeah. I think we're at 12 now. So 11 minus the
Not
COVID.
bad for an old man, huh?
But yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys, I mean, you just grew up watching them. You grew up, I hate to use the term idolizing, but them guys are calling you, wishing you the best and anything that they can do for you. It's unbelievable, really. I mean, we've just had so much outreach in the past couple weeks. I'm on my phone. I mean, I get yelled at for being on my phone all the time, and it's like, holy cow! But you just, every day it's somebody else calling, and and we hate to bombard with the whole Ride for Roswell and donations and stuff like that. But to this, I mean, I shared something yesterday, and I got people today that said, holy cow, we never knew. 2 weeks into it,
Right.
people are still, seeing it. And so it's, we're going to keep sharing. We're going to get the word out. I mean, it's not by any means about me. None of this the money that we've raised. We set a goal, my brother set a goal originally of $2,000. We're at 12,490 today.
That's awesome.
Previous
that's
to
amazing. And that now when did that pot start? About a week?
2 weeks ago today.
2 weeks. Okay, there you go. 2 weeks. That's awesome.
So between my family, Missy's family, the Pulling family, the motorcycle club family, it's just blossomed into something that we could never comprehend. I mean, it's thinking about it all. Just it's overwhelming, and you know what? It takes your mind off of the bad. You know what I mean? And it gives you something to channel towards, and it gives you something to, you know, just reaching out and saying thank you to people and talking to them and stuff like that is just, it's huge, you know, because it's, for me, it's huge doing that, you know, because it allows me to catch up with people that I haven't talked to in a long time, some of them, but it allows me, there was one, there was a solutions company or something like that out of Illinois, and they make pulling parts. I'll be honest, never heard of them. We had an hour-long conversation today, you know, about just tractor pulling parts, making stuff, you know, just his business, what I do, you know, all that. So it's just cool. I mean, you're finding new things, you know, people that, who knows, maybe they'll help you out or you can help them out in the long run or whatever, you know. So real quick, Ride for Roswell helps the Roswell Cancer Institute. The ride isn't until August 7th, so we have at least until August 7th to raise, but I think they do go beyond that as well for raising money.
Oh, sure.
Like I said, we're at $12,490 so far. Absolutely amazing, unbelievable how much money we've raised already. It's so damn cool. We just can't say, and put your damn hat on, Claire. We can't say. Now everybody at home can see why we want them to wear a hat, because right now I'm blinded.
Put those sunglasses back on.
I just
he does that on purpose.
I know he does. If he wasn't so damn far away, I'd come down there and slap him in the head. Anyway, so
we miss you, Claire.
Yeah, we got to pick on him for the little amount of time that we got. So
you're fine.
That's the info on the ride. Like I said, if people that are on can go and donate $1, $5, $10, $50, $100, whatever. I mean, every little bit will help. And here's why you're gonna see right now why it helps. Yesterday we went in there and we figured we were gonna have some good news. And when we walked out of there, they said I was 95% cancer free after one treatment.
Wow.
After one treatment.
That's awesome.
Well, one cycle.
So it's a 4-week or a 3-week cycle. So it's a VDR treatment, which is a mixture of shots and pills and stuff like that. And they tailor it to you based on your activity, your weight, how good of health you're in, you know, it's targeted towards, and it's a multiple myeloma treatment, you know, and that's what it's for. But all this money that we're raising goes towards that. The research, you know, the getting the doctors the funds that they need to get what they need to do to, because they hit it. I mean, it's targeted towards every individual differently, but they hit it right on this time. You know what I mean? And it's, dude, we couldn't do it without this. And the doctors are baffled because of how it happened. I said, you have no idea how many people that we got praying for us. So if you don't believe in the power of prayer, I'm going to tell you what.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. It's all good.
It's damn cool because we got a lot of people behind us, and that's what makes me want to keep going. Like I said, I wasn't going to post anything.
Fight, brother.
I'll tell you what. This is why we do it. I mean, my brother reached out, and honestly, I didn't even think about saying no. My mom gave me the phone. We were at lunch, and she gave me the phone, and she said, "Your brother wants to talk to you." He said, "I want to do the ride for Roswell." I said, "Okay." Not knowing what we were going to get ourselves into, you know. He's like, "Well, I set a goal of 2,000." I told him, and I'm thinking in my mind, all right, 2,000. You have no idea what my tractor pulling family is capable of.
That's right.
And I'm thinking in my head, I said, "Oh crap." So, like I said, between everybody, it's just been super overwhelming. You know what I mean? So it's damn cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I got a whole list of things that we can, go over. I mean, everybody asks, probably the biggest question I get asked is how did you know? And I've been to the doctor. My ribs were bothering me from October, and I brushed it off. It was just being, I don't drink a lot of water or fluids or whatever. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm just dehydrated or whatever. I mean, you'd be sitting in the shop welding, and your ribs are just starting killing you. It's like, what in the heck, to the point where I couldn't even work. So we just I brushed it off for a few weeks, months, I looked at a timeline of the first time I went to the doctor about it, and, neck, shoulder pain. I mean, January 7th, well, here's some meds. Had my full physical, April 27th. Nothing. Did blood work, nothing showed up. You know what I mean? Couple weeks later, same thing. Back pain. Well, here's some meds. Here's some prednisone. You pulled a muscle. Crap like that. Well, finally, it was about mid-February. I rolled over in bed and fractured a vertebrae. In bed, and fractured a vertebrae in my spine.
Wow.
Lower vertebrae. So I had to call into work and couldn't walk for like 3-4 days. Going to the emergency room, did x-rays. X-rays didn't show nothing. Because it doesn't. X-ray doesn't pick up tissue.
Yeah.
It picks up bone, and that's it. Didn't see anything. So then April 26th, same thing. Rolled over in bed to get up for work in the morning. Fractured another one in my upper spine. Went to the emergency room that night because I stood up at work. I went into work that day, which I probably shouldn't have. Went into work, stood up about 2:45, and I couldn't breathe. The muscles around my lungs, they couldn't decompress. They were like just tightened right up, and I couldn't breathe. I was getting like quarter breaths, and I was scared. I was scared. So, long story short, went to ER again that night. X-rays, nothing other than a little. Come to find out, there was a little fracture that they did see on the report, but at that time they didn't see anything until they looked at it a little bit more, and then they gave me a shot and go home. You know what I mean? Here's a little pain med. Go home, rest for a little bit, and you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what they kept brushing it off as. Oh, you're fine. Just here's some meds, crap like that. Well, I went after that I went in for a checkup with my PA, and she's trying to find stuff, and she can't find. She's getting pissed because she can't pinpoint, what it is or anything like that. So she's like, something else is going on, and I can't. Usually, if it's a pinched nerve, pulled muscle, you can pinpoint it by hitting it. You know what I mean? And so she's like, we're going to send you in for an MRI. I didn't even get home. I had an MRI thing. Went that next Tuesday, and the MRI showed everything. We shouldn't even say that. I got halfway through. I got done with the MRI. The doctor's looking at it. They come back out after like 5 minutes and said, we want to put contrast dye in you because the doctor needs to get a better definition on a couple areas. And I think that's exactly how they worded it to me. And so, all right. My biggest thing was, am I going to have a reaction to a dye? Because I've never even been in a hospital before, let alone, now I'm getting dyes and all this crap. So I was like, oh, whatever we got to do, just do it, So luckily that was the turning point to, after they looked at everything, it was pretty obvious after doing some research and, WebMDing stuff and crap like that, we pretty much had an idea of what it was. And I have a couple friends that are in the medical profession that I sent my MRI report to, one of them which works at Roswell. And she said, yeah, that's not good, and I'm thinking, oh crap, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, like I said, I'm learning a whole lot about stuff that I don't want to know anything about. Never really, but while we're going to learn about it, we're going to be in the middle of it, we might as well learn as much as we can about it, number one for myself, but number two to help others, because I've never heard about it until really we looked it up, and then you get diagnosed with it, and you just now it's kind of just infiltrated everything that we do, you know what I mean? It's just part of us at this point. And unfortunately, there's no cure for it right now, but hopefully down the road with some of the money we can raise and others are going to raise, where we will get a cure for this, and, that'll help tons and tons of people out in the future. Because one thing that my doctor or some of the PAs that I did talk to said they are seeing a lot of younger generational people coming in with this. So we definitely got to speed up the process here and find a cure. Normally it was anybody that was in Vietnam with Agent Orange, if they had any exposure to Agent Orange, that was one of the big things that caused it, I guess. Or like an older African American person, but it's generally known as an older person's disease, where 60, 70, 80 years old. But my doctor said there's a lot of younger people my age coming in with that, unfortunately. Hey, Harold. Absolutely. Thanks for the message. Love you too, man. Yep. Definitely.
Oh, buddy.
Trying to talk, and I got people commenting over here.
I'm trying to keep it simple so you don't have to keep reading and this and that.
Yeah. So we got a lot of good friends on. So thanks for joining in. Everybody.
We got a quick little video we'll play here shortly.
So yeah, really, that was. I mean, that's like I said, the biggest thing is I get asked is just pretty much how it happened and how did you know, and stuff like that. It's like, and it's one of them things where you don't know. A lot of times they don't find it out until something like that happens. You break a bone or something like that. You know what I mean? So, right. So multiple myeloma, the ribbon is that's our first day in the hospital.
First treatment.
I look great.
You would look a lot better without that weird emblem on your shirt there.
So I'm getting my first treatment of bone strengthener, because this one was my bone biopsy. So they did that was the bone tissue biopsy off of my spine, where they go in and test the tissue or the cells around your spine, because I did have a mass of cells around my my T2, I believe it was L2 or T2. I can't remember offhand. Mm-hmm. But they said it's one of the things of the cancer where you can't remember crap. So not like I could before anyway. But anyway, there was a big mass around there of just cells. So it actually disintegrated my one vertebrae pretty much down to tissue. So we're on bone strengtheners to build everything back up. So we got like 12 treatments of that to do over the next year. So that's that. As far as the biopsies go, I've had 2 of those. One of which the tissue off my spine, and then the other one was in my hip, where they go in and they actually took bone marrow out of my hip. and that did not feel good at all. Where's your book?
No, they say that's very painful.
It was not very fun at all. That was probably the most uncomfortable, thing that I've had done so far. Like I said, everybody's been super great there. So when we first started, I mean, a lot of this is probably nonsense to a lot of people, but my number was 731. They were hoping to get it down to 300 after two cycles. They wanted to cut it in half. I'm at 7.94 as of last Tuesday.
Does anybody know this crazy lady?
So so the next step. Hi, Cindy. So the next step here is a stem cell transplant, which we're going to do. As long as we get approved for everything and all, because there's a big to do with that, because there's just a lot to it, because you're in a bubble for pretty much 2 or 3 months. I'll be in a hospital for, probably 2 to 3 weeks, by myself. You can get somebody in once in a while, but because pretty much they're going to reset me to a newborn. I mean, they totally flash your system back to zero. So everything from booster shots, the day I was born, up to the latest and greatest, whatever, you know what I mean? So maybe the COVID shot, who knows? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyway, that's JR shaking his head.
Don't say that word.
Yeah. So,
just real quick, I don't mean to interrupt, but
yep.
I just checked the radar out and it fell apart. So
nice. So we got a little bit more time.
We've got working time, buddy. And just real quick, I really wish there was more people in here. This is a real deal, folks, and we want people in here. Tell your friends, your family, your pulling buddies. One of our very own here is just asking for a simple donation. We all are. We're asking for a simple donation: $1, $10, $20, $50, $100. I've seen there's a couple that put in $1,000.
Yeah, yeah. Our family farm donated $1,000 today.
Yes,
big thanks to them and Don Slama, Hillsborough Charity. I couldn't believe that when everybody that's on there, whether it was that or $5, it's still matter. Holy crap. You know what I mean? I don't treat anybody any differently because they're spending their hard-earned money to help me and a lot of others. You know what I mean? So we, like I said, we really appreciate
Absolutely.
Hey, no, I want to be on the bottom. We really, me and my brother, it's heartfelt from the bottom of our hearts. We really can't thank everybody enough. So he also wanted me to say that obviously you've been posting the link in the chat room. The link is at the bottom of everything that we've shared on Facebook, which is the Give to Roswell Park, Daniel Draudt. But you can also go on the RoswellPark.org website, and if you scroll down, there's a Ride for Roswell thing on there where you can type in his name, and it'll bring up his donation page.
I wish he could have come on. I probably should have got a hold of him just to. We've never met him. I doubt any of us have ever met him. But,
send him the link. Maybe he'll pop on.
He looks just
Hopefully
as ornery.
Adam's met him.
Yeah, he looks just as
none of us
ornery
have
as
met
you.
him. I'm thinking Adam has.
We're definitely.
If he's watching,
we're definitely one.
He
he's
doesn't
watching.
have this though, Adam.
If he's watching, please send me a
because I'm going to lose it all in a little bit. I'll look like Claire.
Oh no!
Me and Claire can
Daniel, send me a private message, Daniel, and I'll send you the link.
We'll have some extra shine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we
I
could
probably
make
couldn't put
Pop.
anything on me. You can use turtle wax or
I
whatever.
feel a big get even coming against Papa's what I see.
Yeah, we'll start calling you Claire. Have to put your hat on.
Yeah. So, well,
Sorry,
I'm gonna get one of those hats with the hair that is already on it.
Guy Fury hats.
Yeah. I'm gonna get one of those, and I'll just wear that on.
Like Claire, just don't look like Walker.
Yeah. So
You know,
so
he
pretty
was going
much.
to say something in the
Yeah.
background.
So to reiterate, like I said, 95% cancer free after the first cycle of treatment. So we're doing one more cycle, to make sure that everything's out of there, and then we're good to go there. So technically, right now we're in VGPR, which is very good practical remission. So we're technically in remission already after one cycle.
That's incredible.
Which is
insane.
Yeah,
amazing.
I
I
mean,
mean, like I said, the doctors were baffled. Like we just don't see this happen. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they don't know who's behind us. You know what I mean?
Wow.
They just they don't.
You've got a guardian angel sitting right here, and don't ever think that they're not watching out for you, because prayers work wonders.
Yep. No, it's pretty amazing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, one more cycle. Hopefully, as long as nothing changes, we should be good to go as far as that goes, and then it's onto the stem cell transplant. But the stem cell transplant is going to be the biggest thing, just because the risk of infection and stuff like that. Originally, we were going to do probably a 4-month the VDR treatment, and now that we've decreased that by half, that cuts 2 months out of that. So that gets us out of the flu season. So we're going to get all this done before flu season starts, which is great. You know what I mean? It's when we can do that, because I was nervous, working in customer service and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still, depending on how my body reacts to the stem cells, to the treatment, and then you got all your booster shots and everything like that as well. It's got to react good in order for you to even kind of get back out into the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like an infant has, pretty much they stay home and for a year, and that's about it. You know what I mean? They're eating baby food and breast milk, which I'm not going to do. And stuff like that.
Draw the line.
You're a liar.
So,
a man's got to know his limits.
Besides, you'll never be able to stay home for a year. Missy'd probably kill you.
No, right? So,
how's that start? Here's a story.
Yeah.
Only Cindy.
And she's listening to us too, so
Yeah. That's why my mouth is shut.
So yeah. So Dan said he is watching. So.
Well, Dan, I tried to send me a private message real quick on Facebook Messenger, Dan. We'd love to get you in here real quick. It's real simple to log in. Let's see if Mike Walker can do it, anybody can do it.
It's saying a lot, ain't it?
He's busting on you again on that.
And
Mike.
Harold Card, you are 100% correct. Power of prayer works, buddy. You bet.
That's right.
So yeah, we got a whole binder of it's insane, just how much paperwork and, but like I said, the doctor's there. It was like a perfect segue with everything that happened yesterday, transition into this. You contacted me Monday about all this, so I was like, all right, fine, you know what I mean? And then, not to change subjects or anything, but the whole mad about cancer thing was Jerry's idea. He texted that to me, or we're messaging back and forth and all that stuff. And he's like, he wrote that. I said, yep. So that's kind of been the official slogan of the whole everything we got kind of going on here, which is pretty cool. Just another
everywhere. Yep.
So just another thing that ever having somebody behind you you know, and then he comes up with that, and I sent it to my brother. He's like, dude, that's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, so Jerry started that, you know, so, you know, definitely, like I said, it's been a really, I mean, it's not something that's, you know, I mean, 3 words, I mean, can change your life forever.
Yeah.
3 words that you'd never expect to hear at 40 years old.
Well, here's what I see. Here's what I see. The fact that you are not, I mean, obviously down in the dumps would be anybody's reaction. I don't know how I could handle it. But to see you with the book and describe everything you're describing with such positivity and the want to know. Most people just give up. Most people just throw it all aside and don't care.
It was never an option.
That's 3/4 of the battle right there.
Yeah. It was never an option.
Yes. Surprise!
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Hi, Daniel. Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Oh boy!
Now we have a Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I can't hear that. I need headphones.
Yes, you'll probably need headphones or earbuds.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely related to Adam, isn't he?
And he's gone.
He disappeared.
Hey, didn't I do that the first time too?
Yeah, I say he's just like Adam, but anyway.
So like I said, I mean, as far as the doctors there and everything goes, it's just been, it really has been an amazing journey so far, you know, and like hopefully the trend continues. But I mean, the positivity. I mean, how can you?
There we go.
Yeah,
We're back.
Can you hear us now?
No, I had to put you on speakerphone. I had some technical difficulties.
No problem.
It's all right. Adam did the same thing when his first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Nice to meet you,
guy-
Daniel. Nice
so
to meet you,
thank you.
Daniel.
that guy right there is responsible for putting this whole thing in motion. You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely couldn't be doing that without him. Like I said, we were going to kind of fly under the radar and just, you know, kind of handle it internally. But I mean, with his ambition to want to help us out and help everybody else out, you know, it really got the wheels turning on everything. Set a $2,000 goal, and we've put 10 grand on that as already.
Just 2 people met that. 2 people, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if
It's been unbelievable. Thank you.
Yeah, and I guarantee you go over 15.
Oh yeah.
No doubt in my mind.
Definitely.
No doubt in my mind.
Because we still, I mean, there's, my work alone is going to be they're passing the hat around, and then, so everything like that. So, I mean, we still have a month to go.
Yeah.
So, like I said, and people are still messaging me saying we try and post something every other day, every 3 days. And I'm still getting people messaging me saying, holy crap, we didn't know. You know what I mean? 2 weeks later. So, so just, the everybody has been, super great so far. I mean, as far as the outreach, as far as family and friends, and I mean, the family. I mean, like I said, you hang out with these people all year long for forever, and then when you don't really think of it. I mean, all those years where you donate to Gordyville and stuff like that, and then it's all coming just full circle. You know what I mean? So it's really, really. I mean, it's like I said, you take something bad and you channel the bad into something good, and it really just changed. This changed my whole outlook on everything. It really did. I mean, it just a short time. I mean, it totally changed your demeanor. I mean, and not like I was ever down, because I had stuff to do and crap like that, but it just mentally it changed a lot. You know what I mean? And then having the positive news that we had last week or yesterday was just overwhelming.
That's
you know
huge.
what I mean?
That was
That's
huge
huge.
news.
I mean, that's like I said, since you were like, well, we're going to go on a radio show tomorrow, so we're just going to save it for tomorrow. You know what I mean? We're just going to save it and, let everybody know. And it's perfect because you can see, what they're doing with me personally, but the funds that we're trying to raise here is for that specific reason, so we can get more people to, if they're going to have this, which I don't want anybody ever to do it, but if they're going to, we can say, hey, try this, go here. I mean, they helped us so much. And I mean, I don't know if you know anybody that had or has this specific thing, but up until 2 months ago, I didn't know anybody. And now I know 15, 20 people. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're ashamed to say it or if they're not, hell, I mean, at this point, I'll tell everybody now, you know what I mean? I mean, just alone with the hospital. I mean, they've been great. 40 years, I was never in a hospital from the day I was born. Now, now you're there 3 or 4 times a week.
I don't know who Facebook user is, but thank you. Whenever somebody posts on Facebook through the show, we can't see the name. It just
okay. Well, Moomac is my mom and stepdad, or my dad. Yes. So that's my mom. Love you too. We know who Harold is.
What about this Daniel character down here? Let's get to know a little bit about him.
I'm kind of hogging up the air, so
hey, it's about you.
No, this is all about you. It's all about you, Adam. It's all about you. So
yeah.
I'm Dan. I'm Adam's brother.
He's got the widescreen.
Let the young man talk here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I started the ride for Roswell. I'm going to be doing 45 miles.
Wow.
So I got a lot of riding to do from now until August 7th. A lot of training to do, but again, it's to help everyone else out. It's not about me riding my bike. It's about helping out the other cancer patients. It's about helping my brother out. It's about giving him another opportunity at life. 20, 30 years ago, if you had multiple myeloma, it was a death sentence. There was no life. But due to the donations and the research and the funding, and he's able to have a life. He's able to go out and hopefully enjoy sports one day, and hopefully next year do the ride for Roswell. That's another goal. That's the next goal. Next year is to do, even if it's a mile. Get out and enjoy it. So that's what the donations are for. Other than that, it's about helping him out, about the positive attitude. You can't do this by yourself. I've battled addiction my whole life. And we try to keep it under the rug, and you can't. You got to ask for help. You got to expose yourself, and get it out there. You can't do this alone. I could not fight my addiction by myself. I needed the friends. You can't fight cancer by yourself. You need the team. You need the tractor pull teams. You need the motorcycle teams. You need your family, friends. You need all that. So that's why I did the ride for Roswell, to help him out and to help other people out. So.
Awesome. Hats off to you, brother.
You sound like an amazing young man.
Yeah.
You bet.
And I've come a long way, so I think we have all come a long way. We got a lot of goals. Adam's got a lot of goals. I still got a lot of goals to do. So it's amazing what the human body can do and what you can put yourself through. So.
Yep, and you never know how strong you are until you face something like this.
Exactly. You don't. So.
I'll tell you what. I bet you there's a lot of people that are going through stuff like this that we never even knew.
Yep.
Absolutely.
because they never post it.
Guaranteed. Yep.
Well, yeah. and
So
we've got
if there's
it-
one
But that's
thing
their
we-
decision too. I mean, a lot of
it
people
is their
don't
decision,
want.
and it was my decision
Right. Sure.
to do that.
Yeah.
But
The support system's out
hindsight-
there.
hindsight is it wasn't the right way to go about it.
It wasn't. It's not. It's not the right way because you need that support. I mean, I saw the difference in Adam's face as soon as we posted that the ride for Roswell, and people were just connecting and coming out of everywhere, just connecting with them, and it was positive, and that's what you need in a case like this.
Now I get yelled at for being on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
You always got yelled at for being on your phone all the time.
More than normal.
I was gonna say you were on your phone all the time anyway before this, so what's the difference?
No, I know.
That's all right. We love you.
Hell though. I mean, what else am I going to do? I mean, if you want to know the weather, I'll tell you every city right now because I watch the Weather Channel pretty much all damn day. So
And next year we're going to be storm chasing. Next year we're going to be storm chasing in Denver. So that's another goal we have in mind. It's a storm chase. So that's next year Denver. We're storm chasing for tornadoes. So
They got some squatching to do too in Ohio. So
Oh, jeez. There was just one in Patty messaged me a couple of weeks ago about one in Ashland County,
oh yeah,
which ain't far from her in Worcester. Yeah.
okay.
So
Yeah, oh yeah, they're
we have the exact location. So
Trying to get those little donuts.
yep. So
yeah.
but yeah, like I said, everything's different, in 2 weeks. It's amazing. It really is. Is that it? I can't say thank you enough. You know what I mean? To everybody, for reaching out, donating, you guys for having us on, my brother, for doing it and putting the wheels into motion.
Literally.
Yeah.
The literal wheels.
I mean, like I said, I got my core group of, really good friends, that I talk to on a regular basis, that have been there, too. But I mean, just like I said, everybody else, coming through as well. I mean, like I said, the power of prayer. I mean, it had the doctors, their minds were blown because the doctors are coming in with a mask on, so you can't see them. But you can tell she had a smile from ear to ear when she walked in that room. And then I got my blood draw because every morning I go in there, I get my blood drawn. They do 2 vials of blood just to make sure you're on your treatment days. You can get treatment just to make sure that everything's in balance. So I go in there and it was 143. Well, my grandmother always used to say 143, which is I love you. 140. It's just the way it was. So I got my blood draw card. It was 143. I said, today's going to be a good day. And sure as crap, it was an amazing day. You know what I mean? So it's like, just everything happens for a reason. Whatever the reason for this happening, yeah, it sucked in the beginning, but we've turned it around and changed it for good. You know what I mean? So I'm still got a long road to go through. It's still going to suck for a while, but we've turned a lot of things around and the positive thinking and, just stuff like that. And just every day you wake up, it's like, another day that, you're here. So it's, you really just don't take anything for granted anymore. You know what I mean? And
right.
The biggest thing I can say through all this is pay attention to your body, because your body is, you need to pay attention.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I just lived in pain because I was so used to it for so long, and you don't want to go into the doctor and cry wolf every time, but I went in there because I knew something was wrong, and unfortunately they just kind of brushed it off for a little bit, you know what I mean? And a little bit, a couple months. So we could almost be done with everything already, but it took that one person to say, hey, there's something else going on here. We need to investigate. And that one person, like I said, the news originally was holy crap, but on the other hand, look where we are now. You know, you're doing you took that and just like JR said, you could just go down in the dumps and go down that road and get depression and all this other crap. But what good is that going to do you? You know what I mean? It's not.
Well, one thing is you've always been a positive person, so I knew if anybody could stomp it, it would be you. So.
Yeah, and like I never had that, that. Well, woe is me, well, I might as well just give up and, crap like that. It was never that. I always had a positive outlook on that, but then like stuff like this comes on top of it and it just takes off and spirals it to the next level. You know what I mean? So there's not looking back. There's no looking back. Yeah, Claire and Dan Galera. My God.
Poor Claire.
Thank God.
I'll tell you what. If the one all the way over below me took his hat off, we'd all be in trouble.
We can have a threesome.
Oh my God.
Hey, don't pick on Mike.
I think the quietest I've heard Mike the entire every show I've ever watched is the quietest I've heard of Mike.
Well, the reason I'm being so quiet is I understand what you're going through. I lost my dad to cancer and my mom had breast cancer. And I got your back 100%, buddy.
Yeah.
I want you to know that.
Thank you.
I told JR this season, anything he's going to give me for film, I want him to hold on to it and donate it to some kind of cancer thing.
Yeah.
And that, you're my thoughts and prayers, buddy.
No, thank you. We, like I said, we appreciate it. Like everybody.
Mike Walker. Wow.
It's strange. Like I said, I wasn't going to say nothing to a lot of people, but you go, at the one weld shop that I grew up at, I started there when I was 20 and worked there till I was 35, really. We all grew up together. We're all in that 40, now. And so you go in there and tell them and they're like, holy crap. And you can just see their face just bleach right out because we're the same age, you know what I mean? And, it's just like, dude, if it can happen to you, it can happen to me. And they just don't get it until it's somebody.
That disease doesn't care how old you are.
No. Shut up.
It don't discriminate. It don't. No black, white. It doesn't matter.
No discrimination.
You know what I mean? And it's like, multiple myeloma. It's like it's cancer. It's not good. But then there's babies that have it. And stuff like that. So you kind of look at it at that outlook too. It's like. I'm 40 years old. I'm strong. I know that I'm going to beat this. But then there's kids, like you watch this stuff for St. Jude and stuff like that. And it's like before I would probably change the channel. And now it's like, holy crap. That's like I'm going through that. But this kid's like a year old. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you look at me, 40 years old, fine. But like this money that we're raising goes to them as well. The kids and, stuff like that. And there's just so much good that can come out of all this. I tell everybody, there's a silver lining here. You know what I mean? Whether it was to get my stupid ass to slow down and take it easy and relax, which I don't have a choice right now, but or somebody like Daniel stepping up and making a difference for other people as well as myself. You know what I mean? Because I tell the nurses there that, we've raised at that point yesterday was $11,000. Holy crap. You know what I mean? So today we're up to 12. And it's like, and they're just like blown away. They're like, how is your outlook and how are you so positive? You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of people in there, and because I got to go get chemo 2 times a week, chemo treatment, and you see people up there, and they're just, I hate to use the term, but they're miserable. And then the nurses come in and talk to me, and they're like, holy crap, you're a breath of fresh air.
Well, you got to realize they see that stuff every day.
Yeah.
Everything, and a lot of people, it's just doom and gloom. They go around the corner and they just, they die.
Yep.
But I've seen nurses go in there and talk to people and break down crying with a patient too.
Mm-hmm.
The nurses are, I mean, they're stronger than you could ever imagine. You know, I've seen more in 3 weeks there than I it's amazing. You know, that place is, I mean, you know, a bunch of people that have contacted me have, well, go here, go here, go here. I said, I'm right where I need to be.
Yep.
Right where I need to be. And yesterday proved it. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. You know, we're trying to raise some funds for the place that's helping me out and is going to help a lot more people out because of what we're putting forward today and doing. So, yeah, just you know, keep praying. You know, if you can find it in your heart to donate here a little bit, we would definitely
share our posts, share our Facebook posts.
You know, if you're not friends with us on Facebook, add us on Facebook.
Yep, add us on Facebook. Find me, Daniel Draudt.
Yep. I'm Adam Draudt. I think I only have room for 11 or so. So we're still hovering around that 5,000 mark. So, but add me up, hit me, you know, send me a private message if you need any information on it. Anybody on this screen, you can hit up. I mean, most people out here probably know JR the best. So, you know, we'll gladly share the link with you. And
yes, we will.
You know,
everybody knows JR.
You guys might get sick of seeing it, but it's definitely something that we.
I don't care. I was sorry in the beginning, but I don't care anymore. Don't care. It's
of all the other stuff that gets shared around and overposted, this can be overshared and overposted.
Yeah, it's something we need to do. You know, just to make a difference. So
yeah, because you never know who's fighting that battle that you don't know about. Maybe something you say will trigger something in them positively to help them with their battle. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I try and be strong for Missy, but it's like she's stronger than I am. You know what I mean? It's like never batted an eye.
You all know me.
I was going to say you have a pretty good backbone sitting beside you. So.
Your way if you need wine.
Yeah.
Midi Squatch needs her wine.
We got plenty here.
I mean, I'm going through it, but my whole family's going through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's affecting it's affecting all of us a great deal. It's very stressful. News like yesterday helps tremendously, but it's still a long.
Only one step.
Yeah. It's
gotta keep pushing.
Very little step, but I'll tell you what, that was a huge step. I mean, that knocked months off. So right there alone, I mean, that's huge. So.
And it's just so huge to go from 2 months ago, 3 months ago, our biggest concern was COVID. And then my stepfather got sick from COVID and passed away. And that was like our septic tank was the biggest issue 2-3 months ago. And then all of a sudden within 2-3 months, we've gone from, you know, an issue to diagnosis, to treatment, to learning things that we never learned about, to the ride for Roswell, to now partial remission. And yeah, there's more steps to come, but it's just like, wow. Like, I feel like there are, like Dan said before, people diagnosed with this 20 years ago didn't make it. The research has come so far that the doctors at Roswell came in saying, all right, this is exactly what you have. This is exactly what we're going to use to treat it. And it worked. The research worked. And not only did it work, that they have a game plan moving forward. They know that this exact procedure treatment will work for Adam. So that it's like Adam said, it's not curable. It's treatable, but not curable. So if this transplant can put him into remission for 10 years, that's great, because in 10 years, when it does come back, we know what treatment works great for him because of all the research done at Roswell. So that's what we're raising money for, so that more families have the same outcome where it's treatable, it's curable. Someday in the future, it will
And
be.
hopefully it is curable one day in the future. Hopefully he does get to ring the bell. Well, you know, with this, hopefully one day they do get to ring the bell at Roswell. You know,
if anyone is ever in the city of Buffalo, you need to go to Roswell and just sit in the lobby. When they ring that bell, head to toe shivers. It's just it's like the first time we were there and we heard it, it's like instantaneous, brought tears to our eyes, just because you know that's a whole family going through something, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And Roswell definitely, you know, provides that light for many, many families. And unfortunately, they do have a pediatric wing there too. So, I mean, we are very, very blessed as far as, you know, insurance and work, and, you know, finances are not a concern for us. But I tell everyone all the time, I can't imagine being a mom or being a dad and taking your child to a place like Roswell, knowing that you're in the best hands possible, but on top of, you know, your child, that's your child, and then worrying about finances and worrying about the job and stuff like that. It just, above and beyond, they have definitely taken care of us more than I can say. I mean, we have our support staff, our support system with home, with family, with friends, with but I mean, the support staff, the support that we're getting from Roswell too is just beyond incredible. I mean, even his regular doctor, I mean, they don't make house calls anymore, but she's calling every single week. How you doing? How you doing? And it's just, everyone has just been above and beyond amazing. And thank you to all you guys for helping out too. I know he appreciates it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I'm probably not going to see any of you this year, unfortunately. So we wanted to try and make Shippensburg, but I don't think that's going to happen. So it's just too close.
That's okay. They're calling for a lot of rain here.
Are they?
We might not see each other.
Don't say the R word.
Hey.
No, we need it as hot as it's been and dry.
Yeah, we need it too. Yeah. We might try and make one of our local hooks in a couple weeks, depending on how my numbers are looking. So if we can do that, that'll be the only one this year. But I gotta make one. You know, keep the tradition going.
Well, and that's the beauty of the power of technology, is we can all see you, just not in person. So.
Yeah. So
have the bad storm there. Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled the radar. It went around. It broke apart. It got here. It got hit the river, and boom.
Really?
Mikey's getting it now.
So. It spared
Hang
you.
in there, Mikey. Thanks for coming on, Mike. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things Adam did this year is, you know, two now? You have 2 links now to watch tractor pulls.
Yeah.
So I mean, now we have tractor pull weekends where we just watch tractor pull until 1 o'clock in the morning. Rain delay, it don't matter.
Yeah, there you go, Missy. You don't have to worry about suntan lotion, hats, you know.
You got ntpa.com live
by 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And then Lucas Oil Pro Pulling on Nav TV Plus. We have that, and then Jason Schultz actually texted me. And Outlaw Pulling has one as well. So we'll check that out as well. So yeah, that's pretty much just keeping me going. You know, I wanted to try and get down to Brandenburg this year. You know, pre all this stuff happening, and unfortunately, I wanted to try and knock Fort Recovery out too. Every year I try and do a bucket list pull, you know, and
Fort Recovery is a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to do the spring one with Lucas Oil, but it just, everything was starting to go, you know, pretty crazy here, so we stayed home. So yeah, I mean, like I said, we got some goals set up for next year. Definitely want to try and, you know, as long as everything's good to go, you know, the ride for Roswell. We got a storm chasing tour booked, you know, for the end of May, I believe. So, you know, we got some goals to reach. So the sooner we can get all this crap done, and, you know, we can get back to living semi-normal lives again. So Still got, I would say, a good 6 months to go. You know, it's going to be a long road ahead, but we'll make it. You know,
you take as long as you need. Tractor pulling will be here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, with people like y'all behind us, there ain't no stopping. You know, we're just going to keep full throttle now.
Yeah, man. That's
you
awesome.
know,
that
we got a
you
great
have the
support
desire.
group, you know, with my family and you know, Missy's family and you know, the tractor pulling community has just been huge. You know, I just with everybody, we can't thank everybody enough. You know, so definitely know we're not going through this alone. I mean, and yesterday proved that. You know, just you know, the power of prayer is. I've done a lot of catching up the past couple months. A lot of catching up.
There's a lot in God's inbox right now.
Yeah. Whether he's read them or not, I don't know. But there was a, you know, just it's pretty crazy. So no, it's definitely cool. I mean, like I said, there's no other real word to describe it. You know, what everybody's done something a little bit different just to help, and that's, you know, can't thank
well
everybody.
said, Mike.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Thank you, Mike.
And JR touched my eye with a winsome.
That was the least of your worries.
Yeah.
Claire Linky. Claire.
Yes.
My goodness, talk.
He's been quiet.
I know.
Jeez.
Don't make me come push you down.
I didn't think my brother was going to be the one to talk, and here you are, friggin'. You want me to do some sign language or something? I mean,
Nah, I'm good.
I'm surprised you're not sucking on some Crown Peach.
Nah, not tonight.
Just along for the ride, huh?
Yep.
We miss you, Claire.
Well, thanks for holding down the right or your left or whichever.
Yeah, Bob, they haven't got up that way.
Yeah.
I guess it's going to take a big Keystone Nationals here in the future to get us all back together again.
I think so.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
White
Adam said
Supers!
6 more months.
Don't worry, I'll be the one falling over a Jersey wall.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, don't do that because I don't have to work again.
I'm fine.
I'm semi-retired.
Up taking pictures that year.
Yeah.
What's that? Yes,
She
Missy
ended up
did.
taking pictures
yes.
for you.
Yeah.
I tried my best to hold that camera up. I should have went and probably had it operated on, but don't worry, I'm paying for it. But
No, I bet.
that's
You know when you're going to have a bad storm
Yeah.
because it hurts.
You gotta take care of
Both of
yourself.
them do.
Yep.
Too many years of drywall over my head too.
Yeah. No, that's for sure.
But anyway, it's not about me. So
I mean, I don't really have. I mean, we've pretty much told you our whole life story of the last 3 or 4 months. You know what I mean?
there's going to be more. It's going to be
Oh
more.
yeah, there's definitely
And,
going to be more.
Hopefully, all good news from now on.
Yeah. Like I said, we're in a really good spot right now. Let's just hope that trend
This is
continues. You know,
You watch out for
mad
this
about
all over
cancer.
Facebook.
that's all JR right there, man.
Thank you,
I'm
JR.
not worried about that.
That's
It's-
awesome.
It's about this guy,
Yep.
top center here, and Daniel, you too. I'm telling you, for you to just come on here
That's
and
incredible. Yeah.
tell about your history that you've had, and
Yeah.
you know what it takes to make this stuff tick. Okay,
Yep.
and what you're doing is awesome. Okay, and I want to see that $15,000 goal go to 25,000.
That's what I wanted.
That would be awesome. I know money is hard to come by for a lot of people right now, but
Yep.
but with the help, and beer money, they stepped up big too,
Yeah.
and hopefully they'll get on
We've
board.
had
I'm sure they're on board and share this stuff around too. And
Oh
they have
yeah.
they have a huge following, and I know we can do it. So you bet.
Yep. Every dollar helps.
Yep.
You bet.
September, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've had Hillsboro Truck and Tractor Pull, Drought's Farm, Beer Money Pulling Team, Double Down Diesel, Juice pulling team, Wasik pulling team, Chaos Fab, Wicked pulling team. That's the Renee and Doug Theobald, Priscilla and Mike Barcheski, Jesse and Post. I mean, there's just, I mean, you just sit back and watch the scroll or just go by every day. And it's, I mean, every day it's like, holy crap. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. And I know, you know, there's just tons and tons of people that are on there. You know, my parents, I mean, just
Rolling Thunder pulling team, the Hot Damn pulling team.
Yeah, and Hot Damn donated there a little bit ago, and it just, like I said, it's just been amazing. You know, we could sit here for 15 minutes and watch a scroller go by. Seriously, it's just incredible. You know, and hopefully it continues. You know, it will. I know it will.
I think it will. And like you say, there's still people still finding out.
Yeah, for sure. So,
you know, we're not begging for money. It's for an obvious great cause.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't go to any of us.
No,
you know,
but
it goes right to Roswell Park.
It's to support somebody who would give you the shirt off his back. Okay, and I can tell you that. Okay, we need to take care of this guy. We need to help him out wherever we can. Both of them. Daniel, like I said, I can already tell that you know, you got your head on straight and doing some good things to help your brother. So it's awesome. I wish I had the gumption to ride 40 miles. I don't know if I could do it, man.
Yeah,
but
I'm thinking 4.5 would be a struggle, let alone 45.
Oh, back when we were, so I was probably 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And Dan was probably, well, 15,
we're 3 years apart, so
14, 15 in there somewhere. Yep. We did the ride for Roswell. I think I did it for 2 years, way back then with one of my ex-girlfriends and her dad. The 1 year I did it on a tandem, which sucked. I think the other year we did the 65.5 mile ride for 2 years in a row. I don't know if Dan, did you do that one?
No, so the last time I did the ride for Roswell was back in, I think, 98 or 99. I was in middle school. I didn't end up finishing the ride because I got dehydrated and ended up in the back of an ambulance. So this ride, it means a little bit more now. It's a 45-mile ride. I have Adam, it means a little bit more. So hopefully I'll finish my second ride and I won't end up in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hopefully not. So
we want it to be memorable, not because of that, though.
Yeah, I know. Yep. So hopefully this year's a little bit different.
I told him I'll supply the power bars for him. So.
I don't want to get my pants.
And that's a long story. We won't go there.
No. I don't want to lose another pair of boxers.
Oh no! Stories are coming out.
Yeah, it's a family show.
Mount Marcy, Powerball.
I think we understand.
Yeah, we all understand where this is going.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we can see the stars aligning here.
Thank God there's rest stops along the 45-mile route that I'll be taking. I think there's 4 of them along the way.
That's all right. You won't need it. You'll be sweating pretty good. That's for sure. I think when I did the 105-mile ride for Tour de Cure back then, I think I only stopped like twice. I mean,
so it's funny because, like, you know, Adam's done the ride for Roswell and the Tour de Cures way back in the day, and I did the ride for Roswell and never finished it, never knowing that one day here you are needing it.
Yeah,
on the other side. Yep,
it's full circle. Here I am, you know, raising money, and here's Adam, you know, battling cancer, you know, not knowing one day that he was riding.
Yeah, you just never know.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I always used to because you can see Roswell from the 190, so I'd always look over and be like, I don't know. I would just be like, oh, I never want to go there. You know, and almost like, you know, kind of like look down upon it. You know what I mean? Because people that go there, you know, I don't know. It's weird. You know, when you bring up cancer, and it makes people uncomfortable.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it made
it's
me
almost a
feel
dirty
uncomfortable.
word.
But to go out and talk
It is.
about it freely now, it's like,
And that's why I did the Ride for Roswell.
You know?
Positive attitude, talk about it, support, people being there, and it's all about being there and positive support. You can't do it alone. And that's one of the reasons why I did the Ride for Roswell. It's for this reason. Because if I didn't do the Ride for Roswell, we would not be sitting on my phone. We wouldn't be talking about this right now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be having a good time. You know?
Bet.
So
I'll make a bet. No. You're right. No, he's right. But
yeah.
Because people in the past have done Ride for Roswell, got the research, got the money to fund the research. You know, we have good news. It's because of people in the past. That's why we have good news.
Yep.
And it's only going to get better from here.
You know,
That's
hopefully the money that we're raising, it does find a cure. You know, so we could, you know, hopefully they'll call me, you know, because every year I'm going to have to go back and get, you know, maintenance and just all my numbers checked, you know, probably once every 6 months. And then if it looks good, once every year and stuff like that. But I mean, it's hopefully that I'll get a phone call and say, hey, we found something, you know? So that's like, after all this is done, that's what that's what you look for and hope for. It says
we can end this.
We got it. You know what I mean? We think we're confident that we found a cure, and that's what we want to hear through all this. You know what I mean? So whether it's a year from now, whether it's 10 years from now, it doesn't matter. But there's cures for cancers out there, but nothing for this one yet. You know, so
yet is the key word.
Yeah, they're gonna find it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's just a matter of that one doctor stumbling upon something that says, "Holy crap!" You know what I mean? So it's gonna happen. It just
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful what buttons I hit because I thought I lost the whole show that time.
Oh, see you later.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Sorry about that. Now, stay positive.
Yeah.
Stay positive and just listen. They obviously know what they're doing.
Yeah.
With the news you got, just listen. You know.
No,
in my opinion, with your attitude about it all already, you're on your way to kicking its butt. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
There's no doubt.
Well, with the medicines, I keep saying it's like, well, you know, they gave me because I take like 5 different meds a day, you know, so, and then the 2 shots every Tuesday or a shot and pills every Tuesday and Friday at Roswell. You know, between those 7 drugs and my 2 cups of bourbon a day, I think that cancer said, F you, I'm out of here. When I'm feeling okay. It's not every day, but like I said, it's, you know, for the most part, I asked them, they're like, yeah, just don't overdo it. So I'm like,
oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's why listen to them.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that cancer said, screw you, man. We're out of here. So.
No doubt if they know what kind of orneriness they're dealing with you. So.
Yeah, right. Jeez, I'll tell you. I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, just, you know, even the one paperwork that they give you, it says, you know, the targeted treatment, it says that the cells are committing suicide.
The cancer cells.
Yeah, the cancer cells are committing suicide in your body. You know, then it filters through your kidneys and you just really urinate it out. You know what I mean? Because it's not like a cancer that's in your like a tumor. This cancer is
your bone marrow.
It's in your bone marrow, which controls your immune system, but it overproduces white blood cells, and your body can't process it. So in return, the white blood cells start sticking to your bones, which doesn't give your bones nutrients, which weakens your bones, hence the fractures and everything else. Long story short, I mean, there's way more to it than that, but So yeah, I mean, it takes something good, which is your white blood cells, and it turns it against your body and makes it bad. So, I mean, for whatever reason it happened, you know, I don't know, but she's watching Andrea. That's Andrea. Watching from a horse tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck tomorrow on your ride too. Yeah, definitely cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, it turns good stuff in your body against your body, and it, you know, in return, isn't good. So, but luckily, you know, it's not a surgery type of a cancer where they can just go in and remove it. You know, I mean, it's a little bit more drawn out process with the drugs and, you know, stuff like that. So it's like I said, we're learning a lot about stuff that we never wanted to learn about, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna learn.
Oh yeah.
So we want to know as much as possible, and that, you know, hopefully me learning, I can help somebody else out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When we all this first came about, I had to go to the dentist to go get my teeth checked because the one bone strengthener, it affects your jaw, and a lot of the time, so your jaw will really start bothering you and crap like that. I haven't been to the dentist in 30 plus years.
In 30 years, he hasn't been to the dentist, and they said
Dr. Cook was the last dentist he's seen.
30 years. Walked out of there with a perfect bill of health. Yeah. Sounds you pissed.
No cavities.
So, long story short, I'm talking to the tech that's doing everything. And then I actually scheduled a cleaning the next day. So I was like, well, this wasn't that bad. I'll just get them clean. I don't care. So I did that. The next day, well, there's somebody working there that had multiple myeloma, but she's been in remission for 3 years, I think now. So, without me knowing, Christina, my tech, told Lori that I was coming in. So we actually talked for about a half an hour. Come to find out, she had the same oncologist I have, same staff, everything, and, you know, same thing. So, and she's fine, working every day,
healthy,
you know. So, I mean, same treatments, obviously tailored a little bit more differently for her, but same treatments, stem cell transplant, and back to normal. I mean, it was, you know, about, and she's older, so she, I mean, like JR's age. So
hey now. Hey now.
Ouch.
So, like,
that's getting up yonder, buddy.
Yeah, I think she was 55 or something when she said
hey.
So
I'm not that old. Almost.
Yeah. Older than all of us.
Less than a year.
Yeah.
You are
starting to get a little gray up here, Adam.
Who, me?
Not quite as Ron as it used to be.
Oh, Pop's watch.
Yeah.
No idea.
So like I said, just to see that and see somebody, you know, out there living a normal life again, and she was one of the ones that I, you know, just talked to, you know, for 20 minutes, and, you know, I might actually stop in there tomorrow and see if she's working and tell her the good news, you know what I mean? Because that's huge. Like her story, you know, and her testimony to me was another one that gave me hope, you know. And it's like every couple of weeks you find this next thing that gives you the hope to keep pushing and stuff like that. I mean, this is going to keep going for, you know, till who knows, but, you know, as far as the ride for Roswell and stuff, but, you know, up to that point, there was always that, you know, you would get that person that would come into your life and say, hey, everything's going to be fine. It's not going to be easy, but you'll make it. You know what I mean? I'm living proof of that. And to know that she had the same doctors and everything else, it was just, that's awesome. You know? So,
great.
Like I said, it's a step in the right direction on all fronts, and we're not giving up. You know, we're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. You know, 'cause like I said, with all you guys behind me, and then everybody that on Facebook and family and everything else, there's no way in hell I'm letting anybody down now.
Yeah.
You know,
You ain't gonna let nobody down.
yeah, that's, you know, the worst thing that somebody can tell me is you can't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't ever
Don't
say you
listen
can't
to
do
them.
something
Yeah.
because I'm going to do it.
They're bad people if they tell
Well,
you
it's
that.
no different than, you know, welding aluminum or whatever. Oh, my teacher said that's the hardest thing you'll ever do. All right, let's go.
Let's learn it.
What do
Yep.
I got to do? And now look, created a monster. You know what I mean? And it's just whatever, you know. So it's everything that I try and do. I try and specialize and just make the, you know, get it to be the best that I can get it. You know, whether it's photography, welding, you know, whatever. Now that
You might learn how to take a picture one of these days.
maybe still working on that. Did you get some new equipment finally, or what?
To me?
Did you get a new camera? Oh,
You still have the dinosaur.
I thought you bought some new stuff. So
Still rocking the dinosaur.
jeez.
Well, since Lincoln's away, no
I mean,
for the 60
I'm not
days.
going to be using anything this year. What do you want? I'll sit it down tomorrow.
I'm still using the 60D when I get a chance to shoot. So
Jeez.
hopefully Boonesboro, I think.
All right, I'll text Cindy and ask her what she wants.
No. No.
So I
You're not
just got
creating
an
another
email.
one.
We got a donation. I don't know who it was from, but we did get a donation while we were on here. So
Awesome.
thank you.
Hopefully more than one.
The emails come every day. Every donation I do get an email. So
Okay. Wow. Come on, guys. Step up. Come on. Crazy. You've
There
been
might
here
be
an hour
more.
and 42 minutes. Let's make it happen.
Holy cow, this might be your longest show ever.
It is. It is.
it's past your bedtime though, JR, isn't it?
No. No.
It's past Adams.
Past my bedtime.
Yeah,
I
right.
think that's my bedtime.
Harold Card's laughing at me now. Yeah.
Everybody
Let's do with a
laughs at you all the
60D.
time.
I don't care. One day. One day. We'll step up on these days.
One day.
Do have a pretty nice lens, though. It works pretty good.
I would hope so. Yeah, them things they're definitely nice. So
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah, it's
Well-
not that one.
so the goals are right now to get back to tractor pulling and get back to a normal life. Just bought a brand new camper this year since our last one kind of fell in love with the 90 and stayed there. But now we got a new camper so we can do tractor pulling and got to put that on pause. But the good news is the doctor said, stay, kind of isolated, stay, small groups or, go out and do your own thing, like just the two of us. And so now we can actually use a camper for like go in the middle of the woods and just hide.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's this campground like 20 minutes down the road. I've never heard of it before in my life. And oh my God, we went there a couple weeks ago and just sitting there, you feel like you're in the Adirondacks. It's like, why are we driving 6 hours down the road?
Yeah.
We can come 20 minutes down the road, go to Spraguebrook, and then wake up in the camper, drive up to Roswell, get treatments, come back to the camper, and chill for the rest of the day in the trees.
Yeah.
We have the same situation here. There's a Susquehanna State Park down here. So Cindy and I get in my truck. I got Bigfoot sticker in the center of my back window and a Bigfoot air freshener hanging from the mirror and stuff. We pull in there and talk to the ranger. He was talking, and said, "We're here just to check it out and ride around." Looked over that and he's pointed out the Bigfoot air freshener and stuff. He goes, "We got to talk. You know about that?" I said, "I know a little bit, et cetera, et cetera." Long story short, and he said, "Well, when you get in here and you get a camping spot, we need to talk." So Susquehanna State Park is going to be the first camping trip her and I are going to take as soon as I get the motorhome back together.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. So something's going on over there, I think.
So
We'll have to go
There's
investigate.
something on the hill.
you better find that
Something on
squad.
the hill. There's something by the river, buddy.
Yeah,
It is a nice little park, though. I can't wait to go there.
nice.
And it just fits.
Oh yeah.
If the motorhome was a little longer, it might be a problem, but it fits. So yeah,
Nice.
I want to do some more. I want to do some camping too. Still going to pool and stuff, but I want to go camping too.
Yeah, I mean it's been, you know, with last year, you know, not being around, and then this year not really being around either. It's definitely different. You know what I mean? But
how many years I've had a camper, or motorhome since the early 2000s?
Yeah, just taking it to bowls.
One time.
That's what we did.
Outside of Poland.
Yep.
But you know what's funny, Joan? Some of the things you'll find and see in your motorhome at times. You know? That's all I'm going to say.
I don't want to know what you find in your motorhome.
No, we won't get into that here.
Another story
that we the weekend down in Pocomoke.
What was that?
On a different YouTube channel.
Yeah. It was all good. Caught me off guard more than anything. Like, what?
Oh boy.
We'll have to get us some wind chimes for our new camper.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Wind chimes and safety glasses.
That was dumb luck that night.
Yeah, the dumb luck right here.
I wish you could have seen the look on his face.
That was like right after I had my eye surgery too. I mean, like a month after.
Alcohol was not involved.
No, absolutely not. We were only at Irv's trailer. What could go wrong?
Exactly. Exactly.
At that point, geez.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really miss hanging out with everybody. I mean,
the day is coming again, my dear. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
We'll all be together.
Yeah. I feel like we need a reunion tour in Harrisburg.
Coming soon, hopefully.
Yep.
The one thing I have learned from this, and Dan preaches it to me every single year, it's okay to take days off. I love my students and all, but this whole virtual thing has like got me on my last nerve. So like, if we are allowed out of New York State next year, you can sign me up for every single day at Harrisburg.
There you go. Take some time off.
I will.
Maybe I'll take the weekend off.
I mean, it looks like I might not be returning to school. We'll have to see what this whole transplant thing looks like. We're not sure if I'm going to take a leave of absence because when he comes out of the hospital, the bubble will be so tight. I can't go to school with Snot 101 and bring it home.
Right.
So
yeah, it's gonna be pretty isolated, I would think. For a while.
I mean, do some research. I mean, look up some research on it. It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, it might not seem like much because I'm, happy, like I'm smiling and it's, my demeanor is good, but that's the way we want it. But don't get me wrong, we've had some things too. You know what I mean? And just like I said, three words will change your life forever. When that doctor's in front of you and says you have cancer, I'll tell you what. I mean, we were expecting it because of what we did, but geez,
it's different.
I'll tell you what,
it and you hear it.
It's hard to hear.
It's a game changer, man. I'll tell you. 40 years old, that'll never. 20 years old, that'll never happen to me or whatever. Like I said, it's like, but hey, it happened. We're making the best out of it, and we're gonna turn it into good. Like I said, there's a silver lining here somewhere.
Thank you, Adam.
Whether it be in the raising the money or, like I said, we don't know yet, but there's gonna be a silver lining that comes out of this, and it's gonna make all of us stronger, as well. I mean, so.
We're here 100% every day of the week, man. You need to talk, we're here. You want to do another show, we're here. You want to do 10 shows, we're here. I don't care.
I don't know if people want to watch 10 more of this, but
whatever it takes.
Yeah.
We're going to kick this thing's ass. We're going to do it.
I truly feel like this fundraiser will save a life, more than one life. this
Hope
is
so.
definitely saving lives.
I don't know
It's
whether
not
we're not
just-
saying enough, but we want people to get out there. $1 is $1. We'll take it. You know, they'll take it. We need it.
Yeah.
It
I
means-
mean,
it
even
means a
just,
lot to these
you
guys.
know, even just talking about it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that people don't talk about. People don't want to talk about it, you know, because it's, you know, whether you're looked down upon because of it or you're just, or whatever. I mean, people get uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
I mean, I don't like talking about it, but it's part of my life now. It's become part of what I'm aiming towards beating. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we need to talk about it. You know
Yes,
what I
you
mean?
do.
Because that's life. We all know somebody that it's affected. You know, whether it be my grandparents, whether, you know, my dad, you know, stuff like that. We all know somebody it's affected, you know. So it's, unfortunately, it's almost becoming a norm. You know what I mean? Whether it be our diets, whether it be all the synthetics we're eating, whether it be whatever it is, you know, the artificial sweeteners, or, I mean, you read so much, and, you know, but it sucks because you go into the hospital and there's a line of 20 people waiting to get into the waiting room every time we go.
Mm.
You know, we go to the myeloma, lymphoma, and leukemia thing. At least 20 people every time we go, whether they be me, my 5th time there, or whatever, whether it be somebody in a wheelchair that is in the middle of chemo there for a checkup. I mean, that have been there for years. You know what I mean? So it's heartbreaking to see, but on the other hand, I mean, they look at me and it's like, holy crap, this is making a difference, and they can make a difference in everybody. The crappy part is everybody's body responds to it differently.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's, you know, I'm fortunate, you know, very, very fortunate at this point. You know, that they're doing such a good job. So I just wish they could do that for everybody. You know, and
Maybe
that's,
one day they can. That's why
exactly.
this kind of stuff is important.
Yep.
Maybe one day they can.
I mean, it's crazy though. But after 3 or 4 times and up in that ward, they know me by my first name. You know, it's just, you know, that place is special. You know, I mean, it really is. I mean, I had my nurse, the first nurse that gave me the shot, the first time I walked in there again today or yesterday to get my shot, the chemo shot. And she said, "Oh, didn't I give you your first shot?" I said, "Yeah, holy crap, you know, how you doing?" And we just talked, and I was showing her photos from a couple of the air show that, you know, that we went to a secluded spot that I'm not allowed to say where we went, you know. I swore to Chris I wouldn't say nothing. So. You know, so it's like, it was one of them things. He called me. He's like, "Dude, I'm down here. You want to come?" Sure, whatever. You know, so it's and we just talk, and like I said, I mean, them people are superhumans. I don't know how they deal with it. Like I said, she was over helping somebody, crying with her, and the next thing you know, he comes over to me and she's laughing, smiling. You know what I mean? It's just amazing. So
something they have to live and deal with every day.
I couldn't do it. You know, I mean, people say, you know, like, people that have this is tough, but they're really damn tough.
Their roller coaster of emotions is
Oh my God.
hourly, not daily.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say enough about them. So that's why we need to get behind them and help them out a little bit. And then, you know, definitely with the research and everything else, you know, to one day get a cure for, you know, what there isn't, and just the treatments that, you know, have helped me already so much. So, like I said, we'll get there one day. It's just, nothing's easy. You know, so yeah, I mean, we could really talk about it all night. I mean, but I don't know how much you want. I mean, we're almost at 2 hours, JR. We're gonna break the internet.
We're gonna do something.
Yeah.
That's
So
okay. That's okay.
like I said, I mean, thanks to Dan for putting everything in motion here to get this going. You know, because you know, really without him, we wouldn't be talking right now. You know, and JR wouldn't have a Mad About Cancer banner and, you know, covering up his banner and crap like that. So it's, you know, just all them little things just added up into one massive outpouring, you know.
We'll be flying that in the background for a while now.
There you go.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you need to send me that or whatever so I'll put that as my background on my page. You know what I mean? On my cover photo. We'll do some changing around.
Hey, I love you.
Love you too. I thought he was there. I wasn't sure because I'm looking at the couch and the blinds. That's my mom. So I'm looking at the blinds in the background. I think he's at Mom's house, but I don't know if he is or not. So nice. Very cool.
Our mom. That was our mom.
Yeah.
Hi, Ma. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like I said, just for everybody, you know, it's something that we don't like to talk about, but you know, hopefully me, you know, saying something can help somebody along the way, and you know, we're always here to talk. You know what I mean? Don't feel ashamed or or anything, because I know a couple of people that I've talked to that are going through stuff right now, and I'm not going to say names because I don't know if they want it public, but you know, we're here for them just as much as everybody's here for me. You know what I mean? So
that's what it takes. Sometimes just a simple talk is the best thing you can do for somebody.
Yep. I mean, they said you have your moments, but it's like all this. Like when I'm in the hospital for that 2 weeks or whatever, I got something to go back on. All them people that commented on all of our posts, I can go back and look at every one.
Yep.
And that's, you know, I can go back and watch this. I can, you know, all that crap and be like, hey, dude, it's going to be fine. It's not easy, but you'll be fine. You know what I mean? So, as much as I'm not looking forward to it, it needs to happen just to get better. You know what I mean? So,
just be patient and listen to them. You know, and I know you
got to trust the doctors. I mean, full 100% trust in God for one, and then full trust in the doctors that they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah,
which it seems to be that they do. But yeah, I mean, just and then have the army behind me. You know what I mean? Literally, just have everybody behind me, and you know, from there on out,
all of us.
What can go wrong? You know what I mean? With all that,
one big happy family.
Yeah, usually. Usually.
Too soon.
We all have our days. Tractor pulling family as well. I mean, but we all got our days.
That Clayton Sweeney man.
Oh, he wanted me to yell at you on the air because you never say hi to him anymore. So say hi to your little rugrat for Christ's sake.
I have the call log and the messages to prove him wrong.
Well, then I'll show you what he sent me. So. Apparently, he's sending out some mixed messages, or he's drinking. One of the
See, Claire,
probably a little bit of both.
Claire.
Yeah, I mean, Claire said like 2 words in 2 hours.
Maybe
hey, by the way, Claire, is there a place down in the neighborhood to park a motorhome? Or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got a circle right in front of the house.
Bedroom, don't you?
I'll go there, but there's snakes there. I ain't going.
No.
No snakes for this boy.
How close are you to the beach?
About 10 minutes.
All right, I'll see you later, Adam.
Peace out.
Have fun in your bubble. I'm going to the beach.
Yeah.
Well, I got to do something when he's in the hospital for 3 weeks. So, I mean, it's clean the house or
go visit Claire.
2 minutes to the beach, 2 minutes to the sound.
Yeah, you and Jen will be drinking wine all day.
Jen and I have a lot of taste testing to catch up on.
I'm trying to get the camera lady out there to pop some popcorn here.
I'll bring the Bully Hill down with me.
You talk too much, Claire. Harold.
Who is it? Harold?
Harold.
Harold, we love you.
All that sunlight, it restricted his talking through his head.
Too much sunlight.
Yeah.
So she opens the door and sticks her tongue out at me.
Boils his brain.
Now I miss all you guys. It was good to get on here and see everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know we talk a bunch, but
we're here every Wednesday, Claire. You're welcome to come on anytime.
Yeah, usually I'm usually in bed by now, so it's like this worked out pretty good.
Wow. I'm not usually on until 10 o'clock at night.
But now I'll have to get on some more. Yeah,
Copy
really
this
good.
down, Kendra. 2 hours and 1 minute.
I was gonna say, I don't think we've ever had a show this long.
That's okay.
It's usually funny because I hit that bell and I subscribe. So every Wednesday, all of a sudden he'll be doing something. And all of a sudden I'll put it on and I'll sync it to the TV. And there's a hockey game going on. We gotta.
Well, the one time when we were on, I forget who you were talking to, but we're in the Adirondacks.
Yeah.
On our camping trip, and we're watching you guys on Wednesday night.
Yep.
What's wrong with
I remember that.
By the time we got done, I don't know if that. Well, we were going hiking the next day.
Oh, yeah.
I think Thursday we hiked at one of the mountains. But yeah, that Wednesday, I think we went out for dinner. Then we come back and you guys were on, so we just sat down, had a couple drinks, and watching you guys. You know, just
nice.
As I said, we don't get to see a lot, but we get to see every Wednesday on here. So.
Use guys.
Y'all.
Oh,
see y'all.
I'm sorry. Claire moved.
Claire,
it's
go
y'all.
get me some pop.
It's y'all.
Y'all.
Claire, go get me some pop.
Pop.
No. No pop.
There ain't no pop
Soda.
down south. It's soda down south.
Soda. Pop.
Oh man,
Well.
I missed you guys.
You too, Joni.
Everybody. No,
Hi,
it's
Jen.
been- it's
So is
been
she
cool.
asleep down there?
She must have fell asleep.
No, her eyes are blinking.
Kind of, sort of.
Andy probably went to bed already.
So Dan, did I say that right on the Roswell site?
Yeah.
As far as where to find your name and stuff?
Yeah, rideforroswell.org, and then just scroll down a little bit. And they search for a rider, and just type my name in, Daniel Draudt, and then just hit search, and then it'll just pop up. So,
Okay.
2 ways of doing it.
Yeah, for sure. And then
You can also get a hold of me by Facebook if you want to donate, send check, whatever. I got checks, cash at home, still waiting to drop in the box at Roswell to get added into the total. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
And Dan doesn't mind upping the goal every other day. He has no problem upping it.
Every day.
yeah,
Up it every day.
I mean,
like it said the original goal was $2,000, and we would have been thrilled with that.
yeah.
We're at over 12,000.
it was 2,000, then went to 5,000, went up to 75,000,
7,500 and 10,000.
10,000.
So keep going up slowly but slow. You know,
Maybe it can raise it tomorrow, hopefully.
I'm hoping.
That'd be awesome. I mean, just that, like I said, the outpouring, between everybody else. I mean, it's really showing, like, my family. I would, just how much that that's why we do what we do. Why we're gone all summer long at the polls and stuff like that. It's an extended family. Why, it's just showing everybody the what a tight knit community from all over. We had the one guy donated from the Netherlands. Just holy crap, you know what I mean? It's like think I met the guy once. But yeah, it was just holy cow, you know. Just we're getting stuff from all over. I mean, it's such a tight knit community, you know, from everywhere. It's it really is cool. So yeah, we're at I don't know, $12,790 now.
We are 8th top don with the fundraiser.
Wow. No, we're in 8th now.
8th place.
So we were 10th. We were 10th yesterday, and we've jumped up twice today.
Yeah.
So we were 9th. We were 9th earlier now. So that fundraiser is out of individual fundraisers, and you gotta raise over $1,000 to get on that board. And there was last night there was 597 riders, and we're 8th.
Wow.
97.
Wow. And that doesn't count what, like you say, you still have to drop in the box.
You still got to drop, and you still got to drop money in the box. I got cash at home. I got, I think, 3 checks at home.
There you go.
So,
yeah,
people are sending it to me in the mail, Venmo. People are Venmo me the money, and I'll just use my card and put it in their name. There's ways to donate. PayPal, people PayPal me, Venmo, checks, cash.
Whichever.
Whatever.
You're probably staring at over 13,000. I would say easily.
Oh yeah.
I think honestly we're probably at 14 right now. To be honest with you.
Wow.
So with everything said and done, if I had everything cleared and all that, that number would probably be 14 right now.
Which would be in 6th place.
So
awesome.
You got to keep going up, though. Got to keep going up.
It's definitely a good cause. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just sock it to them, social media, and hopefully anybody with any common sense isn't going to get upset anyway. So,
no.
You know, it's a good thing, and hopefully
it's great. It really is great, and like to see that you rode 20 plus years ago, and now you're actually, in the midst of everything is, crazy as well. So, like I said, that's definitely one of the goals that we set for next year. I don't even care if I can only ride the mile one, or if somebody's got to put me in a sidecar and do the mile or whatever. I don't care. Somebody said, why don't you put a sidecar on your brother's bike and he can tow your ass around? I'm like, I don't think he would like that too much.
No.
Only we could find a photographer that could take a picture of that.
Yeah. So.
Do you know any?
I don't know if I know any photographer.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, like I said, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting ride so far. Just
Jessica.
The outpouring.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you. I'll see you at the gym. Thank you for your donation. So even if you run into me in public places, you can give me money and I will put it towards the donations.
Don't make it look shady, though.
Don't do like the weird handshake deal or anything.
Oh, like yesterday in front of the ice cream shop. Whoops.
Oh well, that's all right. It is what it is. But no, like I said, it really is incredible. I mean, words can't explain how grateful we are for the outpouring so far. Like I said, I know it's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's, we got a lot of time, August 7th, and even beyond. So, get behind, Dan for doing this, and get behind me just to keep pushing. We're
going to push you.
Really, all we can ask
We're
for.
going to push you. We're not going to let you get down. We're going to push you.
Yeah. Jared's good at pushing.
He can push me in the sidecar. He can like a shopping cart. JR can.
It don't matter. I'll stumble over my feet and fall. So.
Kind of reminds me of the time in the kitchen. Never mind.
Yeah.
Tripped and fell. There's stuff everywhere. What'd you do? I just tripped over the stupid cat. Oh my Lord. It's been an interesting ride, man. I'll tell you. I was going back and looking at photos of the first time I was at the Buck, 2012. It's like, holy cow, almost 10 years ago. Almost 10 years ago now.
Wow.
Yeah, the Buck PA 2012 was the first time I was there. The spring pole.
Yeah, I remember coming down the track and shooting pictures.
What's that? What, Claire? You said
I remember coming down the track.
Your voice. Sorry.
This is like the first time I shot trackside down there with your camera.
Yep. Yeah, Corey still had hot iron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was pretty crazy.
JR, you said it perfectly at the beginning of the show that 10 years ago, no, 20 years ago, I remember our first tractor pull. I mean, our first date was a tractor pull, and it went downhill from there. But anyways, one of the first times we ever went to together, we ever went to the Hamburg show, the Erie County Fair. I remember meeting Sharon Everman, going, "Oh my God, that's a woman puller. Oh my God, I hope I get to know her someday." And now it's just like, last week, couple weeks ago, we're camping, and who calls us? Henry. It's just like, now we have such a family with everyone. We were idolizing these people years ago, and now they just open up their arms, and we're part of the family now. It's like, Henry, Sharon's going through her own things right now, and hopefully we find out what's going on with her, and hopefully she gets better. We're praying for her too, but it's just like everyone to just open up their arms and, let us crazy people in, and, we make Thanksgiving interesting, but it's just, we would have never thought that, 20 years ago that he'd be president and former president and vice president of, the club that we were looking up to. It's amazing how it's come full circle.
Yeah, you just can't say enough, I know my parents, and they probably don't understand, why we do what we did or do what we do and stuff like that. But it's times like this where, you rely on those people, and you try and help them out, You help them out when they're going through something, and you hope that you never need to be helped out, but when you do, they're there. You know what I mean? So it's the same for your family. I mean, you get together on Christmas and Thanksgiving, once or twice a year, but then when something happens like this, they're there for you. You know what I mean? Or because life gets in the way, you know what I mean? It's like everybody's busy, everybody's going in different directions all the time, but in times like this, everybody, you take a gut check, and holy crap, it's like I said, it's brought everybody closer together. It's stressful on everybody, but it's brought everybody closer together as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I said, there's a lot of good that's going to come out of it, So, and that's the way I've always looked at it. I mean, you take something that's bad, but there's going to be, good that does come out of this, and through the fundraisers and through just talking to people that you haven't talked to in a long time, or I mean, one of my good friends that I met in Ohio, her father passed away from this because it wasn't caught quick enough. Mm-hmm. And he's like me, stubborn. Same thing.
Stubborn, never.
Just kept on it off on something else. You know what I mean? But like if it kept happening, like say I didn't roll over in bed and fracture or anything, and it got to, because they don't know how long I had it or prior to something happening, but let's say that never happened. Well, the next part, because with those cells getting on your bones, and it deteriorates your bones. Well, what are your bones made of? Calcium. Well, people get kidney stones, and it's built up calcium, so it starts affecting your kidneys. And once it affects your kidneys, that's not good. I mean, so yeah, once it hits to that point, so like you said, everything, I rolled over and fractured a couple vertebrae, but that's better than losing a kidney or being on dialysis for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So everything happens for a reason, whether it be good or bad. So it's luckily it was caught. I think quick enough where it can, everything's going to go in the right direction. It is going in the right direction. So yeah, like I said, everything just kind of fell into place. I mean, it's not something that you want to go through, but I mean, I know I've said it a million times today, but we're going to take something that's bad and then turn it into something good.
Turn it into something good.
That's what we're trying to do, with the fundraisers and stuff like that. So, I mean, the whole mad about cancer thing might be cheesy, but that mad name is like it's followed us through everything. You start something, you turn something that, I want people to remember the name so it's easy to get to the website, you know what I mean, or whatever, or just they can remember it. And it's, it just, who knows, maybe, now it's in this, now it's in, so for whatever reason, that's what we came up with. It just,
awareness.
It's tough, so
Makes them aware.
So
absolutely.
So you did a hell of a job on the banner and your whole little background and everything that you made. It's definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'm gonna have to steal that from you, I think. So.
What's that?
Oh, that's cool. No,
he's still nothing. Take it. It's all good.
Yeah. So.
Well, we're 2 hours and 17 minutes into it, Miss Kendra.
Anybody got anything else? I mean, I think I probably answered most of people's questions. I mean, if people are just joining in or haven't been on the whole time, I mean, we can, yesterday we found out that after one cycle of treatment that, we're over 90% cancer free after one treatment. Which is a testament to who the fundraiser goes to as far as what we're raising money for. After one cycle to be to be over 90% cancer free is it's huge. I mean, they were thinking that after 2 or 3 treatments.
Yeah.
And they weren't even thinking that much. So to have that type of a reaction right away. Is a testament to what Roswell Park is doing. It's so like we've told people before, it's $5, $10, $15. It's going to make a difference. Yep. So
every dollar counts.
Yeah. I mean, even like you said, whatever you can swing. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate the outpouring and the support from everybody.
Yeah.
So
we'll definitely be keeping in touch with you to see how your journey does, and
definitely, reach out. I mean, absolutely. It's by no means is the journey over. It's still just beginning, but we're definitely skyrocketing in the right direction.
Our conversation is awesome. So.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, feel free to hit me up, talk on Facebook, call me, whichever. I mean, I got time. I'm not really doing
over here
a lot. Like I said, if anybody wants to know what the weather is, let me know because I'll let them know. It's going to rain in like 5 minutes, so I haven't got to watching Jerry Springer yet, though. No Springer, nothing like that. I have seen the soaps on a couple times now.
Okay.
That's only when I fall asleep.
The young and the restless.
General Hospital.
That's only when I fall asleep. Because this stuff does make you semi-tired, so it's.
Oh, I bet. Sure. Kendra, anything you'd like to add before we start closing down here?
Nope. I got a 4-day weekend and I'm ready for it. That's all I got.
I hear you.
You going to Shippensburg or?
Come on, man.
That's in their backyard.
Well, you
I'm
guys
saying
used to
it's like
pull there.
3 miles down the road.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, because I know the Light Limited used to pull there.
He really doesn't like
It's all East Coast Pro pulling this year.
Yeah, it's all East Coast this year.
Yeah.
So I'll be there.
Good. Sweet.
Yep.
Joan King, any final words?
I don't know. Her phone's still trying to play the
Maybe
Seinfeld.
she may not be able to hear us. I don't know. Can you hear us, Joan?
No.
I thought she was frozen,
She's
but
waving.
she's not.
I guess she has nothing to say. So.
You all good, Joan?
Hi, Joan.
All right.
She can't. She
I'll
probably
wait
can't
Hi,
hear.
they
Bye.
are.
We were asking
Adam.
you if. I don't think she can hear us.
Yeah.
She can't hear us.
Turn your mic on, damn it.
You can't hear us. You hear us?
I don't know how to write it backwards.
Give me the paper.
I know how to do this. I know how to do
How?
Let's say
Text
shoot her a text or something.
Turn on your stupid microphone.
Oh,
Well,
God.
no, I
ready.
can hear.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
You still hear his show.
I got nothing.
Nothing.
What'd you say?
Yep.
I don't think she can hear us.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Joan. Claire Linky.
Just stay positive, bud. You're like an inspiration. Your positivity is just awesome.
Thank you. Keep it happy.
Daniel, great job with the ride and everything. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So it's just loving it.
You guys are doing the absolute best.
Which is great.
Handling it way better than I ever would. I can
See how simple
promise
that
you
was, Kendra. I asked you that 5 minutes ago, Kendra.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm just listen. It is like almost pumpkin time for me. Like I'll just be sitting here, and you guys are like, "Where'd she go?"
Yeah, it is. It's 10:25. It is
Yeah.
10:25. It's getting late. So,
You
Danny,
just said
It took my brain
perfect
a
stuff for
while.
the talk to.
Daniel. I'm sorry, I call you Daniel. But,
No, that's fine.
Thank you for your efforts, everything you're doing, and we'll continue to share your page.
Thank you.
Maybe we can bump that total way on up there. We hope so.
Yep.
We'll do our part.
Get it up there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the hashtag, JR. Thanks for joining in, everyone. It's been a pleasure to meet everyone.
No, we're not too bad, are we?
No, it's actually a fun group.
We're $60 away from 13,000.
Wow.
So we got
So
when
we've
we
raised
started,
over
we were at
$400
13.
on here.
So we were basically at 13,500. So in a couple hours, we went up, 400?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we went up 400 tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
So thank
Wow.
you.
So thank you guys.
Awesome.
I mean,
Awesome.
definitely making a difference.
So alone today, we raised $1,400 already today.
Yep.
Wow.
Yay.
That's
Good
huge.
job.
If I had a bell, I'd ring
God.
it. But I don't. Oh, wait. Hey, two months ago, I would have not been doing that because my neck would have just been hurting
Snapped.
like crazy. So just to be able to have the movements, I mean, it's crazy.
breathe now.
You know what I mean? I can breathe again. It's crap like that. So I mean, it's definitely awesome.
Good.
So,
Now we lost Joan. Joan, I guess I don't know, something happened with her connection or something. She
Bye,
yeah, but at least
I don't
we got
think she can hear us.
Huh?
It's quiet in the background now.
Yeah.
She was making popcorn for 2.5 hours.
I'm actually going to go have some popcorn here in a few minutes.
Sounds good to me.
Man, I love popcorn.
We can go get a chubby monkey or whatever. Chunky
Ooh, Main Street. No.
There's an ice cream place
much
down
for my family show.
That's amazing.
Dan has training days on Tuesday, and the idea is that he goes getting ready to do this bike ride, and then we have to reward him by taking him to Main Street for ice cream.
It's my cheat day because I'm strict during the week because I lost over 100 pounds. So So this is another reason why I'm doing the Ride for Roswell too, because 2 years ago I wouldn't be able to do this. So
her and I both went on the Weight Watchers points thing, and not their food, just. And I'm 38 down, and I know she's getting close to 30. So
nice,
yeah, awesome. Just watch what you eat. That's all.
Yep, that's all it is.
Oh, I watch what I eat. All right. I watch it go right
in your mouth.
Seafood diet. Seafood and I eat it.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. You bet. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and.
Thank you guys. We can't say enough. I mean, just everybody out there, and I mean, even after this is done, I mean,
yeah,
you know, you can go back and watch it and continue to donate and all that stuff. So thank you. And, you know, reach out. I mean, to any of us, and we'll give you an update. So
yep.
And we do. We want to hear back from you, Adam.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if it's only a couple of minutes, you know, we'll just
bring
in,
absolutely.
Give us an update. We'd love to have it. So
the word's out now, so there ain't no turning back.
Time to rock and roll. Time to rock and roll with it. So
yep. No, definitely cool. So
awesome.
All right, floor is yours, JR.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and thank everybody. I'm glad to hear we was a little successful tonight. Well, a lot successful. $1, $10, $100, $400 is awesome. And so it was worth every minute. It would have been worth every minute if it was only $1. So
exactly.
We got to hear Adam's story, and it should be a big inspiration for anybody that is fighting any kind of cancer or whatever.
Any kind of battle. Yeah.
Talk about it, because Adam has proved if you just stay positive about stuff and learn about it, life just might be a little easier. So to speak. I mean, we know he's got to fight. We got your back, buddy. So we'll do what we can do. You know, we're here. And I do want you to come back on from time to time. You know, if it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and let us know how you're doing. So
if I'm feeling all right, I'd love to do it from the hospital, because I think that'd be a huge morale boost for me when I'm going to need it the most.
You got it. You
know what I mean? If I'm feeling okay, because that's going to be when I'm going to be at my lowest, I know.
Yeah.
So if we can do it from there, I might not have any hair. So you'll have to put me and Claire side by side. It's funny because there's the Snapchat app where you can do it without your hair. I look just like Uncle Fester. I'm like, oh, well, at least I'll be like that for Halloween, so I can just walk to the door with a pal of candy and be like, here you go.
You're welcome, Harold. Thank you. You're welcome.
You bet. Okay. Well, we appreciate everybody. Numbers are dwindling down. We still have a few watchers yet, though, but we thank you guys for coming on here and supporting Daniel's calls. And we're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. And we'll probably have a video show coming up soon. And hopefully Mother Nature cooperates with us, and we'll have lots of results for next week. So we'll see.
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
Until then, we'll see you next week at 8 p.m. All good, Kendra?
All good.
You sure?
I'm positive.
She's ready to go.
Yeah.
Put your head on, Claire.
You guys want to stick around for a few minutes? We'll take care of this outro, and we'll see everybody next week.
Now you got to turn it around.